Hello there. I think we should be live now. Please, again, as usual, let me know how my audio is and all of that. Alrighty. So first thing I need to do, I think, would be to complete some quests, and I also need to spend some forge points to be able to collect my daily collection today. In 10 battles. And yeah, the first thing I will do after I've collected a bit and all of that is to do this fight here on the continent map that I was ready for yesterday. And hopefully after taking that I can scout the next one and I can do this tomorrow and so on. Anyways, first thing, let me complete this. So I need to build either one production building of my age. So let me do this like that. There we go. And I'll just get two blacksmiths again. There we go. There we go. Alrighty, so hello there, Mellow. How are you doing? And Andre, very nice. 101% efficiency. That's really good. So very nice. Hello there, Jeffrey. How are you doing? Let's see if I am able to. I could do TP here. Oops, yeah, let's do that. Observatory. Hello there, Reza. Hopefully you are doing all right. There we go. I do need to place some more forge points, so I think I'll just do that on my buildings. Let's see, I'm working on CDM. Yeah, sure, let's place them there. Let's see how much I need to prime it. 300, okay, so just place it. And then I can collect, and because I'm lazy, I just collect all like that. Alright. Cosme, hello, and L, welcome, welcome. Nice, Mellow. Glad that you're able to join on time. Yeah. And yeah, I'm sorry for those who want to join these but can't because of the time. But yeah, I think this is the time that works best for most people, I think. Hello, Cat. Can you maybe recheck my city from yesterday? I do some rearranging and tips you told me yesterday. I can probably do that. I might be able to do that. I probably will not, or I will look at cities today as well, but I will probably not go on for as long, I think, as yesterday. I will have to see. I think this might be a little bit shorter stream, but we definitely do have a few things to do. Anything interesting here on the event? Not really. Let me check here as well. I probably have my collection here as well, I think. Invalid Gaming, hello, love the videos. I've gone from starting to Colonial with a level 10 arc and attack building in 2 months with help from a good guild, nice. Yeah, a good guild is definitely a very helpful thing to have early on. And hello there, Wiseman. Hopefully you are doing fine as well. Let's see, the Mayo. Thanks for liking my streams. Alright, so I'll just go through my neighborhood real quick, see if I can find any great buildings to place some forge points. I'm not really looking to snipe, just looking for places to to place my forge points. Sure, let's do this. Yeah, I think so. 5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can find one more. Yeah, there we go. This as well. Not quite. Anyways, so yeah, after I've done this, I'll collect and then I will do a battle on the battles on the continent map. Already checked that. Alright, let's do this. Alright, here we go. So let's collect. There we go. And now we can go back here to the to the continent map, and we can do some fighting here. Or I'll do so in a moment, in a minute or two. Before that, I do want to talk a little bit about one video that I'm planning on making. I'm planning on making a video on 10 things I would like to see changed in Forge of Empires. I think that would be quite interesting. So during the stream, I think I will talk a little bit about a few of these points, get some of your thoughts and so on. But yeah, not sure if you had a chance to add my city to the list, but here it is, International Maniac. I don't think so. Manic. No, I don't think so. Let's go also for... There we go. Anyways, hello there, Paul. How are you doing? And yeah, if any of you guys are here, if you see your name here, please let me know, and I'll have a look at your city as well today. But yeah, as I said, probably not as many as yesterday today. So yesterday I went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 cities. Wow. Nice. Alright, I think actually without further ado, I will do the fighting here. What I'll do is that just for now at least, I will turn that off. I'll turn the chat off like that, because I do want to have this recorded as well. So yeah, let's do the first fight. Shouldn't really take too long to to get through this. Ooh, this might be a little bit annoying actually. Okay. This is quite an annoying one to go up against. Ha. I wonder. I'm not sure how well a subcruiser will do, because it might be taken out by these two and an unlucky hit from one of these, but I think I will try still. I might have to surrender and try again. I could try eels, for example. Could also do hovers, perhaps, or even battle fortresses, really tanky, but let's try at least subcruiser and let's see how that works out. Mellow, I'm doing some changes in my city, but once it's done, I'll submit it. Nice. I'll definitely love having a look then. And Doris went through a redesign. Nice. Alright, I think this will work out, because, yeah, it'll work out, so that's alright. But I will do this manually. And yeah, let me move ahead with this so that this will probably be focused by these. Yeah, there we go. Invalid Gaming, Claudius, I can definitely check it out. I do need a C, that's the world. I also need the server you are playing on, so international, US for example, German, whatever, wherever you're playing. I also need that in addition to the world, which is your guard. Alright, there we go. This shouldn't be a problem. I'll install the idea from yesterday from the city, which connected lots of great buildings to the city hall with just one road, started from there and improvised. Yeah, that's definitely a really nice way to go about it, to connect a lot of great buildings to the main building. That's something I need to do in my biggest city. I need to update that a little bit. On this world here, I do have something like it. It's a little bit different, but same idea. And yeah, just so it's clear, that's definitely not my idea. That's something that people have been doing for a long time. So yeah, it's not my idea, but yeah, you get it. Alright, so that worked out. Took some damage on that, but yeah, it did work out, so. As I mentioned before, this is my favorite combo to fight with, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying. Here, for example, 3 Medusas. Actually, I'm gonna try something. I haven't done it before. Oh, never mind. I thought I had. 1500. I think it's gonna take too much damage. I think I'm just gonna try this again. I'm probably gonna struggle on the second attempt. I think I'm actually gonna use 2 just in case. And let's see how this works out. I do want to keep these full health though on this first wave, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. Alright, and I'll keep these 2 back. Alright, I think this will work out. Alright, so hopefully the Medusas will attack my damaged rogues first. Not sure it will happen, but we'll see. We will see. Hardly. Okay, that's quite alright. I'll definitely be able to survive this, no problem. I might actually even... oh, never mind. By the way, is the audio too loud, or is that just me? Because the audio was quite loud now. Not sure if it's just my my headset that's louder, or if it's also coming through to you, but let me know if there's any issues with the audio, or if I should turn the in-game sounds down, because they're quite loud to me. Why you don't auto-fight? I'm guessing you have a lot of armies, so no problem losing some. No, I don't have a lot of armies. This is my higher age units video, world where I am fighting with higher age units. I am currently in Industrial Age, so these are the only units I have, the only Oceanic Future units I have. So, no, I don't have a lot of units, and that's why I'm fighting manually. So if I did have a lot of units, then I would definitely just auto-fight. And I could auto-fight with these as well, but it would mean that, yeah, I might take a few more losses, would have to heal units, resurrect them, and I don't want to do that. Alrighty. And there we go. Start next battle. Hello, can you check my city please? RO3, the man one. Yep, I can have a look. I'm pretty sure I already did the tutorial on that world as well, so that should be good. And yeah, Niccolo, I am semi-autoing quite a lot as well, like here for example. It is worth spending diamonds on the last arc print. Perhaps. That's one of the few occasions where I think it might actually be worth spending diamonds on blueprints. Generally I wouldn't, but for the last arc blueprint, yeah, perhaps. It really depends on how easy it is for you to get them. If you are in a good guild where you are already able to get blueprints regularly, then I wouldn't, then I would just wait. But otherwise, perhaps. Ideally I would, if you can't get them regularly, I would perhaps look at finding another guild, but it's up to you. Hello Reggie! An easy way to get wishing wells, asks ABCDEF. These days, not so easy anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, the main way is still events, but you usually can't get more than perhaps 1 or 2 each event. Quite a few events you can get at least 1 from grand prizes, but you can't really get many anymore. Time travel is definitely a good way to get wishing wells. Okay, didn't know that. The best army for Oceanic Future. I got 2 turret turrets and 2 subcruiser and 4 rogues. Most of the time it works fine, but don't know if it is best. Yeah, that's definitely a really good combo. I definitely used that. I remember also using a combination of plasma, what are they called? Plasma guns? Plasma artillery, the Arctic Future artillery unit. I remember using that as well sometimes if I was fighting against hidden units. But yeah, a combo of subcruisers and turtles. That's definitely a good combo, one I used quite a lot as well. So, how much attack and defense boost do you have? I have. Can't see it here. I can show afterwards. It's 800 something to 500 something. These are stupid as usual. Could have hit me there and taken damage on all of those, but nope. Oh, wasn't careful there, but that's alright. Alrighty, last fight. So I have 843, 586. So that's quite alright. I think I will do it with 1. For diamond farming, is Seed Vault reborn after a dual button? I would say so. So yeah, I would definitely try to get it, to level it, if you are, yeah, with the ADOL. I think it's definitely worth it. I don't remember exactly how much you get per day, but it's not insignificant. I think we're... yeah, I remember seeing the number. I can't remember it, but I suppose we can always have a look after this. But I think it's definitely worth getting. Yeah, we can have a look right after this, see how much you can get per day. Because we are talking about 220, almost 300, up to 300 aids per day. It feels weird saying it that way. Let's say 250 perhaps on average, depending on guild size and neighborhood size and so on. But yeah, I'm curious how long you play this game. So I have been playing since March 2018, so a little bit over 4 years at this point. This particular world is 11 months old. It's 1 month old, 1 year old relatively soon. I'm playing for 2 years and I think I'm still amateur. It really depends on how much time and effort you put into it, or not commitment, how much time you spend on it. Alrighty, let's get these back up. There we go. Let's quickly have a look at, here we go, Seed Vault. So let's say level 80 for example, that is 12.5% chance. You get, let's use 250 for now, just to round it down a little bit. That is 31 rewards per day. And for each reward, I'm pretty sure it's 1%, so let's just do 1% times 50, so 15 diamonds per day, something like that. I think that's definitely good. Each wishing well is, let me also, I forgot what it is, but it is it's 50, right? So half a diamond per day per wishing well. So we're talking about 30 wishing wells to equal a seed vault. So yeah, I would definitely get a seed vault if you are able to, if you have the blueprints and so on. So yeah. Would it be good if we do second milestone in Mughal Empire and get 5 fragments and then abort and redo? That is a way to do it. I remember planning on making a video on it, but I never did. Perhaps that's something I will do. That's definitely possible. I forget how quickly you can do it. I remember looking into if the pace of doing a couple of or completing all the Mughal Empire settlements and then do it to get to the point quicker and then abort. But yeah, that's definitely something you can do if you want to. So yeah. Let me see. I remember that there were a few names that I haven't written down. And also, Claudius. Ah, okay, never mind. Invalid gaming. I also need I need the server you play on, because this is the world you play on. I also need the server. Ian, okay. Ian 3. Alrighty. Hello there, Duke. Welcome to a live one. I would like to finish Mughal with BG91. It's a great building. Yeah, that's another point. The great building, or the reward building, is quite good. It's what, it's 30? How much for? It's something crazy, like 30, right? It's a lot, right? 30, yeah, 30 force points. So really good with Blue Galaxy. Hello there, Pavel. Pavel, how are you doing? Have you added me also? Paul. Let me see. What's your name? I don't know if I have added you to the list. What's your in-game name and what world are you playing on, Paul? Alright, but I think we will start with the first city, Mania, that is... Georgius. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah. Alright, so let's go to the first one, that would be Mount Kilmore, EN12. Luckily, I already have a world there. I think I actually might have a world on all of these servers, actually, so perhaps no tutorial today. We will have to see. Chat is kind of delayed. It's a little bit delayed. I don't know how long, but yeah, it's a little bit delayed. That's just the nature of live streaming and YouTube and so on. So it takes a little bit before it comes to me, and then it takes a little bit before my stream to go to you. But so there, I don't have any stream on it, but yeah, any delay on it. It's just a natural delay on YouTube and so on. Bear in mind, it's a 366 old day city. Wow, exactly, more or less 1 year old. Nice. And for 1 year, you definitely have a lot of progress, so that's really good. First question I have, this open space, I assume you have expansions there, so I imagine that'll be for upcoming buildings moving forward, so that's nice. Alrighty, let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely will kind of still look at cities, so Reggie, if you want me to have a look at yours as well, I'm definitely happy to do so. Alright, first of all, notice your town hall up here. Really nice. I think it was you who said that you copied... Yeah, it's the old lady. It's definitely a really nice design. I forgot who had it yesterday. Was it you, Nicola, or some I forgot who, but yeah, there was someone yesterday who had really nice designs. Pretty much this one. So yeah, really, really nice way to get a lot of big buildings connected to very few roads. So that's really cool. I used to have lots of military buildings. Ah, okay. To take my trash to 8 this week. I see. So, assuming then that you are focusing on rogues, perhaps, for the Alcatraz. So yeah, that's definitely quite nice. Alcatraz 63 now, so yeah. Alrighty. I also really like the butterfly set. Same as me, with a fewer pieces. That's really cool. Very neat rows here. Again, I said it yesterday, I'm generally not a big fan of the look of this road, but I think it does look quite nice with the Stage of Ages. This space will be used for event buildings. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, you have a cat statue. Nice. We'll definitely have a look later on. Let's have a look here in the town overview. So yeah, nice with the chain building outside here. You have a small chain building here as well. That's nice. Quite efficient way of placing these big buildings down here. You do have a few big buildings here. Perhaps you can try to move those to the edge as well, but it's not really that big of a deal. You already have quite a few big buildings on the edge of the town. It's not that big of a deal. And as you can see, you definitely do have a lot of space, so you don't really have to worry too much right now, at least, on making things more efficient, because yeah, it's already quite good. Now, in terms of things to replace, if you do need more space eventually, right now you clearly don't, but if you do, I would probably look at replacing some of the rock faces and the sun god. Those might be good to go. I would replace the Tactician's Tower if you need more space. Same with the Ritual Flames, don't really think those are worth having. City Defense in general, not really a big fan of. So yeah, I would probably try to get rid of those eventually. Here, this is also quite inefficient. Do you have expansions there? Or perhaps you're planning on getting expansions there. But yeah, it's quite alright now, but of course, ideally, you do want to have roads on both sides, buildings on both sides of the road. There is the rogue then, just found it. Let me see. The Colossus is also a little bit outdated, but again, because you do have a lot of space, not really necessary. The Monastery, it's one of those buildings that really cool, one of a kind, not really useful, but I like it as a statue. It's kind of like my, where is it? Like my surveillance nexus, for example. Nice to have a statue of it. In what world are you able to review the cities? Any world, Pavel. I can check any world, any server. If I don't have an account, or I do have an account on all servers, if I don't have a world, I will just simply play through the tutorial. Takes 2 minutes, and then I can view the city. Alright, a food provider, that's a production building, right? That might not be necessary anymore. I imagine you are probably partly using it for event quests. Although you do have a few cider mills, so you might not need those anymore. But again, as you do have the space, nothing wrong with keeping them until you need more space. So yeah, overall, really nice design. Really efficient, and yeah, as you do have more free space, you don't really need to do too much more to make it the most efficient as possible, but eventually I would try to move these to the outer sides of the city as well. But other than that, I think, yeah, it's really good in terms of efficiency. Yeah. Ah, these are progressive, I see. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, perfectly fine. Alrighty, so yeah, really nice, and unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on. Nicola, I think I'm gonna do you last, because I did have a look at your city yesterday, so I think I will have a look at your city last, Nicola, today. Alright, let's go to Romania. Number 2, let's see if I have Romania up here in one of my tabs. Nope, I don't. let's go to Romania. And yeah, I do have a city there, so no tutorial this time. Definitely I can. There we go. Alrighty, let's go to the global ranking. Why is Qui-Gon? Qui-Gon, that's Star Wars, right? I've seen most of them, but I think some of them are quite good, but not that big into Star Wars. Anyways, first of all, first thing I noticed, really like the cherry set. Seeing as you're doing it for attack, you don't really need the roads out here, and this is also a relatively inefficient design. I think this is just 5x5 designs stacked. So one thing I would do, I would perhaps have a look at some of my cherry garden videos. A few of these, you can see some alternative ways to arrange your cherry sets more efficiently. Here we go. So that's something I would look into doing for the cherry set, because it's not as efficient as it can be when it comes to attack, which looks like your main target. I really like the train here. Really nice way to squeeze it into your city without having any of these connected to a road. It does mean you have this road outside here, but I will say I'm not really mad at this, even though this is a little bit inefficient to not have any buildings on the outside. Honestly, just for style points, I kind of like it, so I'm not gonna lie. But that's something you perhaps could look into. Although, actually, you'd have two roads, so you could do that. You would need to shorten one of the roads, move some of the cars over to the other road, to the other train, and then perhaps move this a little bit further in, have the road go straight down, for example. Same thing with the roads up here and here, a little bit inefficient to not have buildings on both sides. But again, I will say, styling wise, really nice. Sad that Pat quit the game. Yeah, it's quite sad, but sometimes you just lose interest, and of course a few things he didn't like about the direction of the game, which is completely understandable. I'm not saying I disagree with him there, but yeah, it's of course sad to see him go. Perhaps he will return, but to be honest, I don't think so. Anyways, I also quite like these chain buildings here, quite nice and efficient. Same with all of these chain buildings, quite efficient. This is 2 7-piece designs, so that's quite alright, quite good, nice. Technically don't need a road here, but yeah, you don't need to go out of your way to not have a road there, if this is the way it fits in, so really nice. Let me add you as well. No worries, no worries. Alright, so up here also a little bit inefficient to have roads on both sides of these big buildings there. That's something I would also try to work at, to try to eliminate, because yeah, you definitely can do better up here. Not quite sure exactly how to fix it, because a lot of your city really neatly laid out, so might be a little bit difficult to find a way to make this more efficient, but I would try to do so, because yeah, this is quite inefficient to have roads on both sides of these big buildings here. And the Animal Crossing here, for example, roads on 2 sides there, quite inefficient. So I would try to work a little bit here on this. You also have quite a few of these big buildings connected completely along the side here. You could try to do what you've done with the Alcatraz here, to end the road into them with only one road. You could try to do that a little bit more. A lot of sentinels out there. You probably don't have too much other free space to place these, but for example, if you, as I mentioned before, this is quite an inefficient way, or you can do better when it comes to the layout of the cherry set to make it more efficient. And another thing benefit of that is that you also have some free spaces for sentinels. So that might be something to look into. The Kraken animation looks really cool because I don't have animations turned on, never noticed. Yeah, Kraken, it's definitely one of the most animated buildings. Is that a human? I think that might be a human, so a little bit morbid. I guess he or she is just stuck there forever with people watching. That's actually kind of messed up. People watching, I think that's a human. I think it's a human. Yeah, that's a human, right? That's kind of messed up. Never really looked at it that way. A great redesign will come in the future when I'll get more expansions in Jupiter Moon area. Yeah, that's definitely a nice plan. Definitely a nice plan. Now, in terms of buildings to replace if you need more space, not sure if you need all of these blacksmiths. That's something you can look into replacing. Let's see, you are in Space Age Venus. So the train, the cars, they are relatively inefficient at that age, so perhaps look into replacing those if you need to. Yeah, that might be something to replace if you need more space. I imagine you're using the synthesizer, so you probably need that. Shrine of Knowledge level 2. It's alright for forge points, but perhaps replace those as well if you need more space. But yeah, for the most part, really nice. Perhaps you could replace these if you want to focus more on an attack, but not really a big deal. So yeah. Yeah, the Kraken is definitely a little bit weird. So yeah, I also really like the animation of the... I forget what it's called, this building here. Really like the animation, looks really cool. So yeah, very nice city, and yeah, looking forward to see how it might look in a couple of months when the next age comes out, or when you move up. So unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on to... Oh, actually, same server, that's nice. And I'm pretty sure I don't need to go through the tutorial here either. Yep, I have this as well, that's nice. There we go, Golden Orrery. There we go. That's quite a difficult one to pronounce for me. R's in particular, I struggle a little bit with still, so yeah. The Man 1. That's Alan Moga in the chat. Hopefully you're still around. Alright, so first thing, I quite like the alternating pattern here. I think that looks really cool actually. That's nice. I haven't really thought about doing that with my cities, but perhaps that's something I will have to do as well, because I quite like that. Styling wise it looks really cool. Again, a lot of people have these solar roads. Again, as I said, I don't really like them, style-wise, look-wise. Anyways, you are in Space Age Mars, so slowly getting towards the end. If that's the goal, might not be. Also, really like the cherry set. This looks like a 12 by 13 design, so that's really nice. Yeah, pretty neat, pretty neat. So yeah. Alright, oh, quite a few statues indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nice. So I imagine you are quite a big GBG player then. Actually, how many do I have? Because I think I have quite a few actually. Wrong world. I think here I have 5,700 fragments. Quite a lot. Anyways, here we go. Ooh. Yeah, some buildings like that, yeah, look really cool. Looks really cool together. Now, in terms of the layout, looks really good actually, in general. Really nice, neat rows. You can especially see this in here, in the overview. Some long, straight roads with buildings on both sides like this. That's really nice, really efficient. Quite nice ending it here into two buildings like this. Don't need these 4 roads actually. You can move this building one up, have 4 free spaces there. If you do need some more free space for sentinels, for example, that might be something to look into. And Rico is flabbergasted. Alrighty, so Town Hall. Perhaps you might look into doing something we've seen in a few other cities. Connecting a few great buildings to the Town Hall. But that said, doing so might also perhaps mess up your quite neat layout, so not sure if I would try to do much in that regard. Perhaps you can try, but it might also mess up things. So you do have quite a few big buildings here, connected on one of their sides. Most of these, all of these I think, on the shortest side of the building, which is nice. You could perhaps try to get a few of the big buildings to the outer side of the city, similar to what you've done here, but not sure how worth it that will be. Perhaps here you could get some big buildings, but they do fit very neatly here, so not sure if I would mess too much with it. The chain building here, a little bit inefficient to have all of these connected to a road. But then again, I don't really see any other place to place it. Perhaps up here might be a possible place to place it, but yeah, who knows. Does anyone have 100% efficiency on that app you have? Yeah, definitely. So the way the efficiency here is calculated, it assumes that, or at least I think this is the way this calculation is done. So the most efficient way to place buildings is to have roads connected on the shortest side of the building. So the way the calculation is done here, it basically assumes that each building is connected by roads on the shortest side. So if you only have buildings connected on the shortest side, you have 100%. But that's not really possible. You will have situations like this, where this building here, the 3x3 building, is connected on 2 sides here. So this will have less than 100% efficiency and so on. So that will bring the score down. But on the other side, you have cases like here, where the Alcatraz is, in this case, connected by 2 buildings. The Fior village here is connected by 1 road. These 2 buildings are connected by 1 road, which brings up the efficiency again. So combining these 2 factors together, it's definitely possible to get over 100%. Indeed, I think the first city we looked at today was over 100%. So yeah, that's definitely possible. Siggy. Siggy. What's your name, Siggy? Your in-game name? I'm not sure if I've looked at your city yet. I think you were here yesterday. I don't remember if I looked at your city. So what's your name, Siggy? You need at least 1 double wide road to get incidents on, in case you wonder. So, regarding that, I don't exactly know where, but once they get past a certain age, you don't need it anymore. I forget which age it is, but then if you don't have it, you don't get that incident, because the way it works in the background is that even if you don't have a road, a 2x2 road, you will still get the 2x2 road incident. It'll show up on the FoE helper thingy. So yeah. Lekuak. Ah, here. So yeah, no, I haven't looked at your city yet. I will do that next. As I've mentioned in previous streams, if I do have names I haven't looked at in previous days, I will skip those ahead in the queue. So I will have a look at your city next, Siggy. So yeah, the man, really nice layout, quite like it. In terms of things to replace if you need more space, I think Colossus might be a target to replace, quite outdated at this point. The bakery is not a big fan of them personally. They're alright, but that might be something to replace if you need more space. Generally, I'm not the biggest fan of the standard layout of the fall set, so perhaps you might look into replacing that with a more focused one on either attack or forge points, depending on what you need. But yeah, Oceanic Future sucks. I'm probably in the minority here, but I quite like the Oceanic Future. I quite like that it's quite diverse, a lot of different units. I think that's quite fun to fight in. Of course, if you are an active GVG or Guild Battlegrounds player, that might not be what you really want. It's definitely better with predictability. But yeah, I quite like Oceanic Future, to be honest, so I'm probably in the minority there. The Fire Pagoda is also a little bit outdated at this point, so might be something else to consider replacing if you want to, if you need to. But yeah, overall, really nice city. Really like it. Alright, so let's move on to Argentina and to you, Mr. Siggy. Ninja, nice. Hello there. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so this one I definitely do have to go through the tutorial for. Argentina. Oh, let me log in. There we go. Not quite sure why it has the Mughal Empire up here as the top thingy. Anyways, let me see, which world was it? It was C. Alright, here we go. And right now in Oceanic Future, the worst age for Guild Expedition and Battlegrounds. Yeah, I can probably imagine it's quite annoying to fight there in those. Why do I have these bars on the side? That's quite annoying. Why do I have these bars? I don't know how to hide those. Alright, I suppose we will have to deal with those bars. Will the real ninja please stand up? Yep, will the real ninja stand up? Alrighty, let's go through it. Ah, now the bars are gone. Let's mute the sound there. Actually, let's go for some relaxing tavern music. No, it's not browser zoom. My browser was at 100%, so nope, it wasn't that. Okay, it went away, so. Alrighty, here we go. Tutorial simulator. So, I still haven't checked exactly how many tutorials I've done, but I think the fictional guess I came up with the last time was 44. So let's just say this is tutorial number 45 that I do, just for the fun of it. Snipers? Tommy LeBlanc. I quite like playing LeBlanc in Forge of Empire, in League of Legends. I'm the real ninja. You can review my city if you have time. Well, it's trash anyways. I don't think so, Ninja. I don't think it's trash. Or I wouldn't think so. Unless you... I think you do have a proper city, I think. I thought perhaps you might have deleted everything and did some... did some decoration art or something like that, but... think you don't you have one of the bigger cities on, or more active cities perhaps, on the beta server? Gonna fix some dinner, maybe see you later. Alright, Witch, thanks for joining. See you later. Alrighty, here we go. At least I can do these on autopilot now. For extra info, I have 575 to a 97 attack in Industrial, using hovers right now. And exploring Oceanic Future map to go for turrets and go to Progressive Era. Alrighty, so I have heard, I haven't been able to, or I haven't tested it yet, but I have heard that turtles are better to use in Industrial, so perhaps you might consider staying in Industrial. But of course, if you want to, you can always move up. Everything is there, all expansions available. I see. So it's same as your name, right? It's like that, right? Alrighty. And it's probably, it's definitely better than my city, I imagine. Oh, it's, ooh, you didn't see that. Because my city is, yeah, I don't really do much on my city on beta. It's, yeah, quite a few things plundered and so on. Alrighty. Acceptar. Alright, let's have a look. Mr. Lakuak. I must say, I do think I prefer your name, your YouTube name, Siggy Stardust. Alrighty, let's have a look. So, Industrial. I see you focus quite heavily, or you focused quite heavily on Stage of Ages recently. That's quite nice. Also like the mix of buildings here. Quite random, but I suppose that's what you do. So Lavender, that's forge points if I remember correctly. This is attack, and this is defense, I think, if I remember correctly. I think so. Can you play in any age you want in beta, or you have to go through the whole grind? You have to go through the whole grind on beta. Sometimes, and I think Ninja might have been a part of this, when a new age is released, they will create a temporary world for a certain group of players, and they are able to play the newest age on beta. But no, for the most part, you need to, you just have to play through the game. It's a regular server with a few perks and downsides and so on. Alrighty, let's have a look at the town overview. So first thing I noticed was up here. This area here, a little bit awkward. I see what you've done, but yeah, it's a little bit awkward. The Blue Galaxy connected to quite a few roads. The Statue of Honor or surrounded by roads here. So this area here, a little bit awkward. Perhaps you could try to rework that a little bit in the future. Also a little bit awkward to have these chain buildings here, surrounded by roads. So perhaps try to move this somewhere, perhaps down here on this side might be a possible area to place it, or down here perhaps. Although this area here looks really good with the Himeji, the Tor connected to one road, I think. Okay, so one road each, okay. Yeah, so that's really nice. Druid Temple as well, quite nice. So yeah, I think the main area you probably need to work a little bit on is up here. Of course, like that the Alcatraz is only connected to one road up here. Here, let me see again in the town overview. Okay, so the Arc is connected on the short side, that's fine. Perhaps you can try to only connect it to one road. Perhaps do something we have seen in a few earlier cities where you connect where you do something like this with one piece of road connected to two or three great buildings. Perhaps you can try to do something like that with the arc, perhaps. But yeah, the Basilica, nicely fitting in here with one road. You do have the terrace farm connected alongside here, so that's also a little bit inefficient, but so yeah, I think in general you can work on these buildings on top here, the bigger buildings there, some of these chain buildings, perhaps try to move those somewhere else. Other than that, I think it's for the most part really nice. Some nice rows of Stage of Ages here. As I mentioned, you have quite a few of those, so that's nice. So yeah. Now in terms of buildings to replace if you need more space, I think the terrace farms are probably the main thing you can look at replacing, especially if your focus is on attack, which it sounds like you are, especially considering you are going for higher age units. Swapping out some of the terrace farms, or all of them eventually, with more attack buildings is probably the first thing you should do. I just did that on my world not too long ago. I had 4 terrace farms that are now replaced. So yeah. And I think actually other than that, all of the other buildings are kind of up to date. Of course, the Stage of Ages, they are not the most efficient attack buildings, especially in industrial or progressive eras, so perhaps eventually replace those as well with buildings that are more specifically good in this age. For example, the Cherry set, stuff like these chain buildings. I think these are 1 attack per tile. More set buildings, the Fall set, for example, Butterfly set. Those are more efficient in this age compared to others. Yeah, on beta you play like a normal server from scratch. The only difference is that you do get some diamonds per day. Some diamonds per event. You get, I think it's 1000 diamonds per event if you are an active player. So you do get some free diamonds you can use to test things. But of course you also get the downside of being on a testing environment. Sometimes things might be broken, not good enough on the beta, you might not get enough currency on events and so on, so yeah, there are ups and downs. I have some cherry sets to put 14, maybe we'll check how to put them. Yep, I would definitely look at that. With 14 set or pieces, you can get 2 5x5 sections, so here. So this 5x5 piece here, this corner here, that is 7 pieces. So 2 pieces each for the cherry, for Sakura rocks, 1 each for the other 3 buildings. So right now with 14, you could place 2 of these. That would give you 40 attack, which is quite alright. But yeah, as I mentioned previously, I do have a couple of videos that you can check out if you want. I think this is probably the one I would go for first to check out, but yeah, and then eventually move on to some of the other videos as well. So yeah, and especially now with the fall event coming up, I would definitely go for the Harvest Barn set. That's the one I would go for. Definitely wheat fields and so on. You can get a lot of good attack there, and that as well doesn't scale with age, so that's definitely the way to go, I think. Alrighty. So, I think with that, let me move on to, unless you have any other questions, to Claudius the Red. Your set builder page is awesome to try different layouts. Thank you. That was the idea with the set builder. Yeah, I do have it here as well, the 5x5. So you can get 2 of these at the moment. So you could do something like this. So yeah, that was my idea with the event set builder, and I think it's probably well known, but the reason I made this YouTube channel was to showcase this tool. So the set builder came first, and then because of that I decided to start making videos, and that's what eventually led to this. So yeah, you can thank the cherry set, this tool, and COVID. To be frank, I made this during lockdown when I didn't have too much else to do, so yeah. Anyways, let's see, forgot which world, EN3. So, Invalid Gaming, are you still in the chat? So let's go to EN3. It might also be close to collection time of my diamond farms. Probably not quite yet. I think perhaps 10-15 more minutes. 20 more minutes. Okay, so in 20 minutes I will also be able to collect my wishing wells. Alright, so let's have a look. Avalanche. That sounds like a familiar guild. Is that one of the better ones? Probably. I don't know. It sounds familiar. Perhaps there are similar guilds in other worlds as well. So, Colonial Age. Let's have a look. Alrighty. Relatively small city. Alright, so let's have a look. First thing I notice, does look like you have some free space, so that's alright. This area here, quite inefficient with the roads, so I would try to work on that. Although perhaps you are planning to get expansions outside here, in which case it's quite fine to keep these for now. But yeah, if you don't plan on getting expansions here anytime soon, I would try to rework this area. Because yeah, quite inefficient to have these roads not connected to any other buildings on the other side. Also when it comes to the Alcatraz, having it connected here on the long side with all roads, quite inefficient. Ideally you want to only connect the Alcatraz with one road, so I would try to do something similar to the Arc here, only connected to one road. I would try to do the same with the Alcatraz, also the Himeji if you're able to. Those are probably your biggest buildings, and the chateau as well if you're able to, but might not be. Let me see, let's get the town overview up. Oh. Here, so, hello there Mayor, how are you doing? Now in terms of the rest of the city, even though here for example you do connect these on the longest side, all of these buildings, which is not the most efficient, for the most part it's quite alright. You have some quite nice and neat rows here with roads. The Hanami Bridge is also a little bit inefficient in the corner here, connected on both sides. And also, ideally you do want to level it up higher, although that said, you probably don't really want to use or to go for Hanami Bridge during daily specials in the future, so I would probably, perhaps not yet, but if you do need the space, the Hanami Bridge is probably one of the first buildings I would replace. For now, it's fine. You clearly have some free space, so definitely don't remove it yet. But eventually, at least after removing all the houses, I probably would remove the Hanami Bridge if you do need more space. But yeah, this is the same for everyone. If you don't need space, don't delete any buildings. Only delete buildings if you do need space. So yeah. Let me see. I would. You do have quite a lot of great buildings. I would try to level your arc to level 80 before you get more great buildings or work too much more on the other great buildings. Because yeah, it's quite inefficient to level up all of these other buildings without having the arc a little bit higher. So I would try to get this to level 80. Try to grab lower spots on great buildings of your teammates' arcs and so on. Yeah. Greetings all. Is it no longer possible to get max level on event buildings without spending diamonds? A few recent events haven't been too great in that regards. So in the summer event, you definitely can get it without spending diamonds, but only if you have the event surprise box. If you don't have the event surprise box, you will not get the main building. You can get the building fully leveled for free if you don't have the surprise box, but you probably will not. So if you do have the event surprise box, you will most likely get it for free this event. And now when it comes to the fall event, on beta, that was quite poorly balanced on beta. So on beta, you could not get it for free if you didn't spend diamonds. So yeah, that really should be changed when it comes to live. Who knows? We will have to see. If it isn't changed, I will definitely mention it in my videos. I will probably perhaps even make a dedicated video on how much I don't like the balancing there, but we will have to see if the balancing stays the same. I don't think so, because on beta you couldn't get the event building fully leveled without spending diamonds, really. In some cases, but you needed to be really lucky with what you got from incidents and so on. Alright, where was I? Here, okay, so anyways, the drummer school, generally don't really use it, so I don't know, might not be necessary to keep it that for too much longer. Also, the victory tower is it's not really good at all, so I don't think I would get more victory towers and so on, but yeah. Duke got it all for free. Okay, that's nice. And yeah, that's also the building wasn't really that great. Sunflower oil press. Ah yeah, that's right, that gave units. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but it's alright, but not the best either, so yeah. No worries, Medarius. Glad you find them helpful. Alright, so yeah, I think that's my thoughts on this city. Let's see if you have any other questions. Let's move on to Shantax. Are you still around? Let me see. That's Paul. So, Paul, are you still around? Yeah, so I could go... Actually, we could go into the numbers. Let me just quickly find them. Actually, I can go through my posts, probably. So, with 21 hours to go, the cutoff for top 20% is 187. I think the final cutoff point was quite a lot higher. Let me see if... the Apprentice League only threshold of 200, so looks like the... So it looks like the final threshold for top 20% of the leagues was 200. So yeah, 200. So you could get 183 for free. So that means that you needed 17 ingredients from insolence, I think, to get to the top 20%. Because when it comes to... Actually, let me go to my other... I do have another post here where I go over it a little bit clearer. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so here we go. So you need 220 ingredients to get the sunflower fully leveled, or 180 if you get into the Apprentice League. So you need either 220 ingredients or 180 or above, but land in top 20. So a beta, the limit there was 200, I think, exactly. So Okay, so with picking up ingredients, you might be able to get there. You might be able to go above it, but you're definitely not guaranteed to get above it. And as you could see in the beta chat, there was plenty of people who didn't get enough, because yeah, you do need quite a lot from ingredients. And the cutoff for landing in the Apprentice League will probably be higher, I think, on live servers. So yeah, I wouldn't bet on it. Anyways, Yep, well, nice. I will have a look at your city. What is the best event building in the game? Asks Jeffrey. That's a good question. I think Pavel mentions two good one. Actually, one thing we can do, or one thing you can use to look into this. So when it comes to my sortable table might be a way to determine it. Now, if we are talking about combined attack and defense, for example, if we exclude the settlement buildings. Oh, my browser is freezing. There we go. So yeah, House of the Wolf, Eagle Mountain, Heroes Tavern. These three really good. If you're only focusing on attack, for example, then the Fall set is probably your best bet. If you're only focusing on defense, Sentinel, of course. Beyond that, a few other options, but I think the Heroes Tavern, Mountain Reserve, Eagle Mountain specifically, and the House of the Wolf, I think those are really good. Fall set is probably my favorite. But a lot of good buildings. Anyways, let me see. Fell. That's an interesting idea. IDL. She says, maybe as part of your stream, you could pick a random server and review one or a couple of its top players' buildings. Cities, I imagine you mean. Yeah, that's definitely something I could do. That would be interesting to look at what the top players do, how their servers look. Is that... Paul, what's your in-game name? I think I might have gotten it wrong. DE. Okay, never mind. I'm on the wrong server. German server. Let me see. German. Need to log in. Let me just quickly find my password. Alright, here we go. So, need to go through another tutorial. That's alright. My main city isn't that... Oh, I wouldn't say it's it's bad, but it's definitely not the most amazing. And I do have quite a big rework coming up that I need to work on, so yeah, this is my city, my main city, my biggest city. Anyways, let's play tutorial number 46. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I did have the right name, Paul. I was just on the wrong server. Einsammeln. Okay. Anyways. So yeah, if you have any questions, now is a good time to ask. Yeah, I've been putting off rearranging for quite some time, almost a year now, because I still haven't placed the fall buildings I picked up last fall event on my main world, so yeah. It's been neglected for quite some time. I would go on record as saying that your city is objectively better than our top 100 players on my server. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not even in... yeah, number 68 now. I don't play too much on this world. Definitely not as much as these guys. These are just crazy. Which world is it? Ah, here we go. Dolphin Guild means that you can help them with their city, so more people come. Ah, that's nice, that's nice. Yep, I couldn't imagine doing it without city rebuilding tool, because when I rebuild, I strip everything. Sadly, I can't strip everything because I don't want to replace my Sept buildings. But yeah, I just strip everything and yeah. But Darius, I just started another city and I have forgotten how big of a pain expeditions are when you don't have a trace yet. Yeah, it can definitely be difficult early on, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it quite soon. How long have you been playing? I have been playing for close to 4.5 years now, I suppose. March 2018 was when I started. Because most of them are just playing for ages and have their great buildings at hilarious levels. Yeah, I don't really focus too much on leveling my great buildings either. I have 100,000 forge points in my inventory. So yeah. My arc is level 132. If I focused on it, I could probably have it much higher than that, but I don't really care too much about it. At some point you realize that forge points aren't really that important anymore. Alrighty, let's go. There we go. Alright, hardcore. So, Colonial Age, I think you wrote a comment. Some infos. I have plenty of space left, but nothing to place. I'm thinking of aging up, because I'm stuck at the tech blocker for the higher age units. Ah, I see. So you're probably talking about the postmodern era tech blocker, I imagine. That sucks. So yeah. Alrighty. So, first of all, quite like the butterfly set. That looks like mine, the one I have, except -1. I'm not sure if I can call it mine, but I showed it at least in one of my videos. Anyways, so yeah, there we go. Definitely some nice cherry sets. You do have some, I would say, slightly unnecessary roads here. But of course, as you said, if you don't have any buildings to place, you don't have to worry too much about efficiency. And in that case, you can definitely connect these two roads. But yeah, in the future, perhaps you don't need to care about the roads connected to these. Let's look at the town hall. Alright, so this is quite nice. This is something similar to what I have actually in my city here. So the way I've done it here, quite similar. I have two roads though, but yeah, kind of the same idea, because I don't. Yeah, kind of the same idea. Anyways. So yeah, this is really nice. Connecting some of these really big buildings with very few roads. Same here with the arc. So we've got the vineyard. That's really good. Let's see. Reggie, rebuilding countless times. Almost it is. Can't sleep if efficiency is under 100. Well, you will be happy about Paul's city. It is just above 100 efficiency. That's nice. Imagine having a 182 level arc. One of my guildmates has it. Yeah, we checked yesterday on one of the worlds I was looking at, and that had a level 100 and I think 82 arc. Perhaps it was your world, but yeah. I can't sleep with any great building below level 100. I suppose that might be my next goal, but I'm not really in a rush to level any buildings on that world. I think at this point I'll just wait until the next stage and see what that brings. Anyways, let's see here. Let's go into the town overview. Alright, so you have some quite nice, neat rows here with buildings on both sides. Nothing really to talk about there, so you have some free spaces there, probably for a new building, so that's nice. I quite like what you're doing up here with these big buildings, ending with one road into them. That's really nice. Same here. So yeah, in general, this area here, really nice. I see you do something similar on the bottom here, which is really nice. So yeah, that's really cool. Guy on Max says, can't wait for the Forge Bowl again to get the vineyards. Yeah, it's definitely a nice building. I have a lot on this world. Don't really have too much more space. I do have a little bit. And 2 more expansions down here if I want to, but yeah, I don't have a lot more space. Anyways, let's go back here. Yeah, in general, really nice. Not sure if we have too much to say in regards to efficiency, except for this area up here. Now, in terms of buildings to replace, perhaps a few of these. I suppose you are using the goods buildings because you don't have anything better to place, and that's a good idea. I think if you don't have anything better to place, I would place goods buildings and or military buildings if you need those. That's a building, right? Or that's a... Is this a house, or is that... Ah, no, that's rope, right? Drahtserai. That's rope factory or something like that, right? That's goods buildings as well then. Yeah, that's ropes, I think. I'm curious, I need to check now. Because... Yeah, that's a wire mill. Okay, never mind. So yeah, goods buildings, that's quite alright, and units. I imagine you have this for event quests. Couple of rogue barracks, or hideouts. Not sure if you need this many, but as long as you have the space, not really any reason to replace them. Yeah, very nice city, and a lot of space for the Colonial Age, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Hello, are you reviewing cities also for non-painters? Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm reviewing cities for anyone who wants to. Don't think I have room for more this stream, but definitely put your name down and I'll have a look another day if you're on. So yeah. Yeah, really nice city, Paul. Really nice. I really like it. And unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on to Mafigi. Let's see. Reggie. Alrighty. Let's have a look. That is EN7. That one I definitely do have a world on, so that's nice. So that's EN7. And you can definitely see that I haven't logged in on these worlds because I'm not in a neighborhood. Alrighty. Oops. Perhaps we are on the wrong world then. Mafigi. Do I have the right name or the right world? Reggie. What's your name, Reggie? I think I might have the wrong one. Can't wait to review Ninja Alien's city. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't think I've actually seen it. Ah, yeah, it's... yeah. I don't remember exactly. I think it must have been a summer event, probably 2 or 3 years ago when I made most of these worlds. Actually, it might even have been 4 years ago. Yeah, it must have been 4 years ago, I think, with a ship. So, summer event 4 years ago. I think I made these. Yeah, that's why. And I think you can probably see why I made it. I bought diamonds using the new city offer for the, yeah, some of these diamond buildings and of course the diamonds. Metals. I suppose perhaps one day I might make this into a diamond farm, but not right now. So yeah, Reggie, what's your username? Because I think I have the wrong one. Either that or the wrong world, because I can't find you here. But I can collect some diamonds. So let's see how many I get today. I got, I think it was 200 yesterday, 200 the day before, and 300 the day before, I think it was. So let's see if we can beat that today. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Alright, nothing on this world. That's disappointing. Let's go to my second biggest. And Reggie, what's the server you are? I couldn't find you. I'll have a look again. What rank are you on the world? And I could do it that way. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Ooh, nothing yet. Wow, that's disappointing. Nothing there either. Alright, let's go to the biggest one. Let's hope this one doesn't disappoint. Alright, so I need to place some forge points. I can probably find something here. So let's do Xeno CDM 3. CDM. Sniped, unfortunately. Alright. Let's go for BM Arc 3. Alright. 171. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's 50. At least something. And can we get one more? No. Alright, that's disappointing. I think I might have some... Ah, sure. Let's unlock these. So, 50 today. That's really disappointing. Yeah, that's quite a big step down, but... Alright, we have had a couple of good days, so I suppose that's what we get. Anyways, alright, so... EN7... 30... Oh. 36. We figure, weird. I searched for you, but I couldn't find you. Anyways, let's have a look. So, Space Age, Jupiter, Moon. First thing I noticed is that you have quite a lot of terrace farms. Alrighty. You bring bad RNG, Ninja. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, first of all, really like this. This looks like the 12 by 13 one, so that's really good. This one, quite interesting. Probably would swap out these for ochres eventually, if you're able to, but yeah. Some nice wheat fields as well. Quite like this, all of these chain buildings, of course, unconnected, so that's really good. Alright, let's check out the town overview. So, town hall here, really nice here with these big buildings up here. You could perhaps try to replace these with another great building, or because there definitely are 6x4 buildings out there, so perhaps move one of those up there. The canal, for example, or is that 7x? Yeah, you can definitely try to move one of the bigger buildings up there, I think. Fountain of Youth looks so bad, I wish they would redesign. I don't know, I don't mind the design of the Fountain of Youths. Look quite alright, I think. Alrighty, so let's have a look. Here, what's this? I suppose it is alright. You connect these two buildings with few roads. A little bit awkward to have these here, but yeah, I think that's quite alright in this area as well. Now, my first thought when I saw this city was that this looks quite messy, but looking at it again, I do think it's probably quite nice actually, because these buildings are connected by quite few roads, all of these. Very few roads actually, so even though it looks a little bit awkward, it's probably quite efficient. Let's look at the efficiency. Exactly, just over 100% efficiency. That's really nice. There we go, let's zoom out. So yeah, this looks awkward, but actually, yeah, it looks quite good actually. All of these are connected to at most 2 roads, it looks like. That's actually really nice. I like it. Looks can be deceiving, I suppose. Guy and Mac love the Olympic treasuries. I'm actually not a big fan of the look of it. Or I wouldn't say that. I don't mind it, but it's not among my favorites, the look of it, but it's alright. Let's have a look here, down here, so yeah. You do have quite a few big buildings here connected on the side. Of course not the worst in the world, but perhaps you're able to fit a few more of these. Similar to here, where you end with a road into them. But then again, you do that quite a lot other places, so perhaps you can't really fit too many more buildings like that. So yeah, overall I think this looks really good in terms of the layout. And looking at the efficiency, we can see that it is quite good. So yeah, really nice. Now in terms of buildings to replace, it depends a little bit on what you want out of your city. But you might consider replacing the terrorist farms if you want more attack. That said though, it does look like you are kind of perhaps a hybrid between attack and forge points. So perhaps that's not necessary. Dining car, I think that's the forge point one. Or is that the attack one? Okay, that's the attack one, so. So yeah, that's attack. That's also something perhaps you can replace, because the dining car, it's not the most efficient for attack for 6 tiles. Especially as you are in the later stages, so might be something to replace. The Sushin Mill also, if you don't, I don't know. It depends a little bit on what you want, of course, but if you want more attack, I would probably replace the Sushin Mill eventually, and the terrace farms. But if you do want a hybrid between attack and forge points production, nothing wrong with keeping these. Of course, as you're moving into a new age, you could also use them for both for quests and also for goods. That might also be something you do temporarily, at least in the beginning. The rock faces and sun gods slightly not the most efficient in these ages. So perhaps replace those as well eventually if you need more space. But yeah, I think overall it looks really good, really good. You do have quite a few blacksmiths, so again, if you do need more space, perhaps replace a few of those. But it's really up to you what you need. So yeah, really nice, really nice. Really like it. 1800, 1000 attack def, that's definitely quite a lot. Not sure if you need too much more. Actually, I think that's roughly what I have here. No, slightly less than me. But they're pretty close to my stats. So yeah, really nice, really nice. So yeah. I think, unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on to Elidor. Pavel, you, nice. Okay, so, the Czech server number 3. I think I might have a world on that, so... Yeah. What you're drinking? Hope it's not beer, it's not Friday yet. I am drinking... Pepsi Max. So Diet Pepsi, that's my go-to. Oh, nope, that's not the right world. Which world was it? Czech. And in general, I don't really drink a lot of alcohol. It's not that I don't mind it, I just don't. And I'm not drinking, but I generally don't. Just don't. There we go, there's Czech. Need to log in, of course. Ooh, that's the wrong password. There we go. Oh, I don't have any worlds here. I thought I had. So it was 3, right? Yeah, 3. Nope, this will be tutorial number 47. Luckily, it only takes 2 minutes. And the more streams I do, the fewer times I will have to do this. You're spying a lot on other servers. Yep. I have to make sure that I know what is best around what the meta is around the world. Not that it changes too much from world to world. Number 12012. Go. I suppose perhaps the reason why I couldn't find you, Reggie, was that perhaps you have some special character in the name. So instead of a regular eye, it's perhaps a weird eye or something like that. I don't know. Some diamonds. And as I mentioned in previous streams, you can't actually keep those diamonds. So even if I don't buy this, I don't get those diamonds in another world. So yeah. Next challenge can be the tutorial speedrun and you present blindfolded, right? Blindfolded, that might be a cool idea. Not sure if I will have enough worlds to practice on to actually make that work, but that might be the next thing to do. I'm quite a big, or I wouldn't say big fan of speedrunning, but I quite enjoy speedrunning. In general, I like the idea. I watched a few different types of speedruns. Yeah, in the past and still today. At the moment, I quite like Hollow Knight speedruns. In the past, I quite liked the Minecraft speedruns, that was quite interesting for time. Mario Kart. Summoning Salt, quite a big fan of his content. Quite hype videos, I really like those. So yeah, I wouldn't say I know too much about speedrunning, but I quite enjoy watching it. So yeah. I don't know who asked about the meta, but at least on Argentina, people don't use future era units, no idea why. I think nowadays the highest ages, so space ages, the units there are better, so I think that's the main reason. Because at least on the first world I played on, when I first started, all the big guys, they camped in future era, but once Space Age Mars came out, they moved up. So yeah, I think now with the space ages, people don't stay in the future anymore. Or definitely do for guild versus guild, but I tend to not stick there at least for years and years, like in the past. I love the Souls game speedruns, those are insane, even better with some good commentary. Those I have. I'm not a big fan of the Souls games, or not sure how I would say that. It's just not my thing. I don't generally like those very dark games. I don't really like the aesthetic. Gameplay, I'm sure it's good. I just don't like the aesthetic. It's just not for me. But I've definitely heard a lot of good things about them, so probably really good games, but yeah, not for me. One reason why I have TF2 is that I got 2066 forge points in this month with Blue Galaxy. That's really nice. Yep, that's definitely a reason to have a lot of terrace farms. But yeah, I suppose my counter would be, do you need those forge points? But that's up to each player. Alrighty, so Mr. Elidor. First thing I notice, some very nice chains in the corner here. So yeah, one road connected here, connected on the short side here, one road into here. So that's very nice, very efficient. I am assuming you are working on filling in these as well with chain buildings. Thanks Lucas. And yeah, some very nice neat rows here with 3x3 buildings and this State of Ages, that's really nice. Let's look at your town hall. So you are in future era, that's nice. Again, I have said it plenty of times, generally not a big fan of the look of these roads, but it does fit quite nicely with a few of these buildings. Alright, so town hall. I see you have quite a few 2x2 roads here. Perhaps you could try to eliminate a few of these. You might be able to just do it with 2 roads perhaps. You might look at perhaps moving this building down here, the town hall, and then have one 2x2 road on each side to connect all of these hover tanks. That might be something to look into. You probably have to change up a few other things if you do that, so perhaps not worth it, but that's something you might look into, minimizing the number of 2x2 roads here, because yeah, it's a little bit wasteful to have these buildings connected to 2x2 roads, but I don't know, it really depends. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, of course it's the most efficient in future era. I'm not saying you should replace it, but yeah. Alright, let's see up here. Looks quite nice. Let's get the town overview up again. So yeah, really nice with the Alcatraz here connected to one road. Quite nice here, connecting these great buildings to one road. The HC and FC, that's nice. Here as well, quite nice. Perhaps try to move the CTM and the Terracotta. Perhaps try to do something similar with these as you've done with the other buildings. Like I said, a little bit inefficient to have roads on 2 sides of these big buildings. Generally, you want smaller buildings in the corners. This is really nice, connected to only the roads you need here, so that's cool. The arc connected to one road, really nice as well. this connected. So yeah, in general, really nice, really good efficiency. Probably, yeah, again, just above 100, so that's really nice. Ah, I think I missed a full set here. Nice. So yeah, that's the same. I have my city. I still haven't updated mine, which I really need to do. So yeah, that's really cool. Clumping of sentinels, of course, if you don't have any other better places to build them or any other better buildings to put here, that's alright. Actually, it's this. Ah, okay, never mind. It's you don't have any roads here, so then it's perfectly fine to have sentinels there. That's alright. Yeah, don't worry, Pavel. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's really good, so yeah, definitely don't. You're not in any rush when it comes to reworking, but yeah, if and when you do rework, there are a few things you could try to improve, but in general, really nice, really efficient. So yeah, well done, well done. So yeah. I think, unless you have any other questions, I think I will move on, because I do want to cover all of these 3 as well, and I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer, so yeah, I do want to go through these. I got second full set ready in inventory without 1 piece. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's nice. So, Mr. Jacob Tuft, are you still in the chat, Jacob? Let me know if you're still in the chat. Nicola, are you still in the chat? Yeah, looks like you're still in the chat as well. So yeah, I think I will look at your first, Nicola, and then if Mr. Tuft is still around, I will have a look at yours, and then round it off with Ninja Alin. So let's go to EN5 and Nicola. Ah, Jacob, you're here. Okay. Then, because you're here first, I will go to you first, Mr. Tuft. DK. Danish. Oh, I need to log in. There we go. Let me see, it was... which world is it? I have you down as Quartz, but I don't see that world there. What's your world? Ah, EN, okay, I've had DK, not sure where that came from. So EN, okay, that's better. Then I don't have to do anything. Alright, so... Tough DK, okay, there we go. Ah, that's where I got the DK from. I thought it was the world. Alright. But yeah, I assume by your name that you're from Denmark. Sounds quite Danish to me. Alright, so, first of all... I do really like it. It looks really cool. This area here, so not sure if I would rework it, but... It is quite inefficient to have these 2x2 roads here surrounding all of these buildings, especially with all of these other buildings that don't need 2x2 buildings, so I don't know. By the way, does this stream have a theme? Because I'm just here to ask anything. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but yeah, feel free to ask anything. So yeah, perhaps rework it, but that said, I don't know, sometimes style trumps efficiency, and I really like the look of this, to be honest. Looks really cool, I think. Anyways, let's look at the rest of it. So yeah, really nice, neat rows here, with 4x4, 3x3 buildings, and so on. Quite like what you've done here. A little bit inefficient with these roads here, but not a big deal at all. Did notice this though. This is something perhaps you could try to rework a little bit. Yeah, to connect all of these 2 roads is a little bit inefficient. So Perhaps try to move this out here, or possibly even to the other side here on this side. Might be a good idea, you'll have to see. So yeah, perhaps try to move this somewhere else. I do have a lot of big buildings up here connected on the side here. Nothing inherently wrong with that, but I would try to do what we've seen in a few other cities, connecting a few more buildings here to one road, or ending the road into one of them. Or, like here, connect 2 or 3 of these to the town hall with one road. I would try to do something like that. Because, yeah, I do quite like that you've been able to fit all of the great buildings on top here. And all of the other buildings down here, or most great buildings up there. That's quite nice. But yeah, a little bit inefficient. This area here, really nice sets, of course. I really like those. This is quite an interesting layout. Split between, between Autumn Scarecrow. I think that's Forge Points. Is that good? That's goods actually. Well, interesting. So yeah, split between goods and attack, that's quite nice. But you don't really need roads here. Not for the butterfly set or the foil set, you don't need any roads. So perhaps also try to rework this to not have roads connecting to these. Not the biggest of deals, but something to look at if you want to improve your efficiency. Same here with this chain building, the pirate side out, connecting all of these to roads is also unnecessary. So that's something you could look at. And again, as we talked about, quite interesting animation, quite morbid to be honest. Anyways, so yeah, definitely a few things to work on, but in general, quite like the look of it. And as I mentioned, I quite like the look of this, to be honest. Not the most efficient, but style. Can't forget about style. So yeah, in terms of buildings to replace if we need more space, possibly the terrace farms might be time to replace those. The Sushin mill, or it depends on what you need, what you want though. It does look like you're focusing on attack otherwise, so if that's your plan, perhaps replace a few of these. A few of the terrace farms. Yeah, depending on how much fighting you do, perhaps replace a few Nailstorm, but perhaps you need those. So this is all. Some of these synthesizers, depending on what this depends on what you need, of course. I'm assuming you need these goods, but eventually replace these as well, probably. Perhaps you don't need this many rogue dens. It does look like you have some free space though, so perhaps you're not in a rush to get more efficiency, but yeah, perhaps you don't need this many rogue hideouts either, but it really depends on what you do. You could probably level up your Alcatraz if you are short of units. Level 18 is perhaps not high enough, especially if you feel like you need all of these barracks. Perhaps it's better to level up your Alcatraz instead. Who knows, but yeah. So yeah, quite like it, definitely a few things to work on. But yeah, overall, really nice, really nice. So yeah, unless you have any other questions, let me go over to Nicola on EN5. That's east. Related to style, I'd really love to have the attack bonus or footprint as a perk and be able to attach it to different buildings so a city would keep the same theme. Yeah, that would definitely be quite nice to be able to, do a few interesting things. But yeah, I suppose that's also part of the challenge to have to not be forced, but having to use certain buildings. So yeah. All right, Nicola. Okay, so I don't quite remember exactly how it looked last time. I think I might remember how it looked I think these were further up, perhaps, or perhaps I'm just confusing it with another city. Anyways, let's not dig too deeply into that. I do remember the turret. That was over here, I think with the town hall over here somewhere. Something like that, so yeah. Anyways, let's have a look. Let's first go into the town overview. So first of all of these chain buildings here, really nice to have them combined down here. Oceanic Future, not the nicest era. I'll say it again, I don't mind the Oceanic Future. I quite like it, to be honest, but definitely not for guild versus guild or guild battlegrounds and so on. What's your favorite food? Mine is fried chicken curry, brine cookies, cheesecake, pizza, a lot of different things. So my favorite food, it depends a little bit, but I'm a big fan of Italian food, so pizza, of course. I really like spaghetti carbonara, homemade. Really easy to make if you haven't made it. If you don't know how to make it, look up videos, classic spaghetti carbonara. Really easy to make. Just some bacon or whatever meat you can find. Egg and cheese. Really easy. Really nice. So make that quite often. So yes, different spaghettis. Spaghetti bolognese. What else? I quite like some chicken. Yeah, I like quite a few different things. Anyways, so yeah, really nice here. Quite like these neat rows here. Usually when I end the road like this, I tend to have some 2x2 towers, but actually... there we go, there are all your towers. I wanted to say you don't have a lot of sentinels, but you do have a few. Anyways. So yeah, this area quite nice. Let me go into here again. So you do have some big buildings here in the corners here. Not the most efficient, but it's not too bad because you do have quite a lot of big buildings, so you can't really place them too many more places. So yeah, this is quite nice. Quite nice ending into the big buildings in the corner here. That's quite nice. Are you planning, do you have expansions here? And if you do, are you planning on placing some buildings there? Yeah, from 73 to 78 is definitely an improvement. I think one of the main things that's dragging you down is probably this area here. With all of these roads here connected to only one side of the building. Second question, what's your favorite animal? My favorite animal, it depends a little bit, but I grew up with 2 cats. I'm a big fan of cats, quite like them. Name might give that away. Not really when it comes to cows. My name might suggest I like cows, but I think they're funny animals. Funny looking. I have a funny in joke, I suppose, about cows that make them quite funny to me. Quite like the word mooing, which might be obvious, but in general not a fan of cows, don't dislike cows, just quite indifferent to cows in general. My avatar might suggest that I'm quite a big fan of a red panda. That's definitely correct. So yeah, I quite like red pandas. Yeah. So yeah, I would probably say my favorite is red panda and cats. Because yeah, I grew up with 2 cats, who sadly are both dead now. But yeah, they both lived quite long life. I think the oldest one was 18, I think, when she died. So yeah, quite long lives. Yeah, okay, so you do have free space. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing. So a lot of space to build into in the future. Hello MooingCat, you just mentioned that your favorite food is Italian. Good choice, I am Italian, nice. Yeah, as I said, I'm a big fan of Italian food. My favorite at the moment is probably pasta carbonara. And I did actually try with guanciale a weeks ago. I was able to get some, not really easy to get in Norway, but I ordered some online. I just wanted to try it out, and yeah, I quite liked it. Something quite different, of course, than bacon. And yeah, but yeah, quite nice. Quite expensive, so probably not gonna buy it too much more, but yeah. I've also, perhaps this is, don't yell at me, but chorizo carbonara was really nice as well. So instead of using bacon, use chorizo. Anyways, back to the city. So yeah, quite nice here with the Alcatraz, quite few roads, same with the Celtic Farmstead, so this is quite nice. The Athlone Abbey connected on the long side, not that big of a deal, but yeah. Now, seeing as you do have this quite big space here, you don't have to worry too much about getting that much more efficiency out of it quite yet, because you do have quite a lot of free space, so yeah. Now, in terms of buildings to replace, you don't really need to replace much, I think, because, as you mentioned, you do have a lot of free space here. But if in the future you do need more space, I would perhaps replace a few of these, the rock faces and sun gods. You are quite high up, so these are not that efficient anymore. So that might be something to replace. The Tactician's Towers. You can definitely replace those when you need the space, because I think they're quite useless. The Colossus, a little bit outdated, but they're quite alright as long as you have the space, so not really in a rush to replace those either. So yeah, overall, really nice, quite nice, and yeah, keep on building, keep on getting more and more event buildings, and so on. Alright. Then I think we will end the stream by looking at Ninja Lin's server world on the beta server. Let's see, there we go. So rank number 18. All right, I thought you were high up. Mysteria is the highest one. Yeah, that's right. There's a group of Greek players, I think. There we go, 18. So, let's have a look. Tanmay. I'm recognizing quite a few of these names from the forums. So yeah, I don't play a lot on beta. Alright. I think I've seen this before, Ninja. I think I have. I don't know, I think I recognize this. Perhaps you've shared it in screenshots and so on the forum, but it looks familiar to me. I don't know. Anyways, I see that you've done a similar thing to one of the cities we saw earlier, alternating 3x3 buildings. That's definitely something I will do in my next rework of my city. I can definitely see that you are doing a lot of guild battlegrounds. Hopefully this isn't all from recent weeks testing the new system. But yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Any more hidden somewhere? No, I don't think so. So yeah, a lot of guild battlegrounds I see. Of course, love this. This looks like the 12 by 13 design, really nice. The 7-piece defense design, quite nice. What's this? Is that the Forgepoint one? Wildfire Meadow. No, that's attack. Sapphire Arc. Daylily. Interesting. Interesting design. Don't think it's that interesting. Okay, so it's a 7x7 piece design. Or the same design here, just with butterfly. That's right, yeah, that's also possible. Forgot about that. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Just over 100% efficiency, that's really nice. I have 8 more to put. I see. Eventually you should try to replace everything in your city with with statues. So yeah. When you say you have 8 more, do you have 8 fully leveled ones? So 64 selection kits, or are here? Do you have 8 more levels? 8 more selection kits? Anyways. So I see that you have produce a lot of goods, it looks like. Level 100, 100. Ah! So I imagine all of your buildings are level 100, as you mentioned. Yeah, looks like all of your buildings are level 100. Nice. Fully leveled. Okay, so 64. I suppose I don't know, perhaps they will add more levels in the future to the buildings. They have done it in the past, so who knows. 64, that would be enough for 3 levels on each of these buildings, so perhaps you should save them in case you can upgrade all of these. A couple more levels. All 100 plus, nice. Alright, let's have a look again at the town overview. Yeah, this looks really nice, quite efficient. What are all of these buildings? Ah yeah, Royal Marble Gateways. Probably one of my least favorite looking buildings. I don't know. It's not that I don't like them, it's just that I don't think they fit into your city with most other buildings. I really don't like them here. Oh, not here. Did not mean to say here in this world. I really don't like it in my world. I really don't like the look of these. So I kind of stopped picking them up because I don't like the look of them. Yeah, nothing good there. So yeah, really nice. Not quite sure what you meant by saying that your city is trash, because this is really good. And yeah, you can definitely see it in your efficiency. This also looks quite cool with brown and blue. Not quite sure why they are different colors. Culture. Ah, okay, yeah, because these are residential buildings. Are they? They're residential. Yeah, that's right. Do they give... I think they give... I forget now. Do they give population? Oh, my window froze. Okay, there we go. They do give population. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, really nice, really nice. And yeah, really good. All right, let's see. I feel like I've forgotten to do something, but I don't think so. I've done the fight here. So yeah, I think I've done most of what I've come here to do. Ooh, Botanical Rotunda. It's not that good in Industrial, so don't think I'm going to pick up more. I do have quite a few. Most of these from the Archaeology event. Actually, let's pick up the incidents and see if I get anything good here. Ah, one doubloon, that's nice. Alright, so one doubloon. Not sure if we will get anything else. So, a couple in the water. There's one... Ah, 2 roads, okay. So let's see if I can find the roads. One there. And... don't quite see the other one. No, I'll find the other one later on. So yeah, so many instances. Where are they when I need them for a quest? Yeah, that's what you get for not collecting them for for the day. So yeah, I probably should collect these more often, but don't really need to. And it's not as if you can get a lot anyways. So yeah, suppose we can do some quests here. Ah, okay. Let's put these on 4 hours, and yeah. I think that's all for today's stream, unless there are any final questions before I end. I think I will end the stream here. We have been streaming for 2 hours and 10 or so minutes. So I guess I lied when I said that this might be a shorter stream than the earlier days, because yeah, it's about the same the same length. So yeah. Alright, so thanks a lot to all of you for joining. Hope you had fun. And I will see you again tomorrow at the same time. I will be starting 7 PM tomorrow. And I will keep on looking at cities, reviewing cities. I'll play some Guild Battlegrounds. I will do some continent map fighting. And I didn't get to it today, but I will probably talk a little bit through this video I would like to make of 10 things I would like to see changed in the future, so of the game. So yeah, that's something that I probably will talk a little bit about tomorrow. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, take care, and I will see you tomorrow.